Some very exciting news that broke yesterday. There are possible sign of life on Venus. So this is detected through a phosphine gas. Now, according to scientists, phosphine is a gas and a particle which is only emitted, produced by bacteria, and it doesn't require oxygen. It's found in like swamps, wetlands, sludge, or even animal guts, and its odor is kind of like a decaying fish or garlic. This is all according to CNN. But this gas was actually detected in the atmosphere on Venus, so this is seen as a possible sign of life. But we should obviously be skeptical, which is that usually phosphine is emitted by microbes, which you barely, I mean, it's life, but what kind of life are we really talking about here? And of course,
it's a very
Venus,
existential question you're asking.
Yeah, that's right. That's a deep question. We'll do some philosophy 101. Of course, Venus is an extremely inhospitable environment.
Right.
It's got 900 degrees Fahrenheit, but apparently this was detected about 39 miles above the planet's surface. So who the hell knows? But it's interesting.
It's pretty wild. And one of the interesting things is, like, people aren't really thinking about Venus. They weren't, scientists weren't.
Yeah, people are looking at Mars.
Yeah, right. People are looking more at Mars. They're looking outside of, further, more distant planets. They weren't so much considering Venus exactly because of the incredibly inhospitable. Right. So not only do you have average surface temperatures of somewhere 800, 900 degrees Fahrenheit, you have unbelievable pressure. So it's like being, way deep underwater. You have all this pressure on you. When they've tried to send expeditions there, not manned, but like land spacecraft there, it basically, the planet like eats metal, so it just like melts down. So it's very inhospitable, and so had kind of escaped attention. So now NASA administrator has said, like, Venus is now a priority. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more interest and a lot more research here, but it really is pretty fascinating. Researchers also say, this is according to the New York Times, that in history, Venus had a closer environment to the Earth, just like the Earth used to not be as hospitable to life as it is now. Right. Venus has evolved over time to become more of a sort of, terrible and barren and very difficult atmosphere and environment for life in which to develop. But the idea is maybe life developed and some microbes were able to survive. Who knows? But very early days here. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, it really is. So we're watching with some closeness to the extent that there will be updates on this. According to the scientists that I'm seeing here quoted at CBS News from MIT, they're going to be doing a lot more investigation as to the mystery of phosphine gas in the Venus atmosphere. But hey, one can hope.
There you go. Well, more rising for you after this.